Hello everyone, it's Michael from GTAP Studio, and today I wanted to talk to you about a pretty sensitive topic. And basically this topic is current IT market in United States and globally, frankly, as well. And the fact that the market is really going down, a lot of people are getting laid off or fired. And then it's really, really challenging times for somebody to find a job, especially from the junior position standpoint. If you don't have work experience, there's pretty much not a lot of places that are willing to hire juniors right now. So what I wanted to do as part of this video is to give you kind of like my advice and what I would suggest for you to do in order to improve your chances as much as you can, in order to make basic income, in order to, make some money. We all have bills to pay, we all have families to support, and in those challenging times, I think we can utilize as many advice, as many tips as humanly possible in order to improve our chances. If you don't have time to watch this video, I'll give you 5 bullet points right now, what I think potentially can bring you food on the table and for you to make money. But if you want me to kind of break it down, stay tuned and watch the full video. So from top 5 tips in terms of how to make money in the current market, I want to say that number 1, I think you should, first of all, if you're looking for a job, you need to apply to a lot of places. Don't cherry pick the companies that you want to work for. Apply everywhere. See what your options are, see what companies are interested in hiring you, and then make a decision, based on companies that are responding back. Where do you want to work? Are they even responding back? Do you get interviews? Do you pass the stage of talking to a recruiter or like a talent acquisition manager? Do you get to the point of talking to the hiring manager? So all of those things, they can only be answered if you're applying to a lot of places. Number 2, review your resume and use professional help. It's not super expensive if you use, certain third-party services or just freelance resume writers. Get your resume reviewed. It will help tremendously, and I will go a little bit deeper into this point and explain how it will help you. Continuous education, sharpen your skills as much as you can. So take as many courses as you can, prepare for your interview in IT. If you're going for a specific role, make sure that you go through all the possible interview questions that you could be asked. Now, if you're interviewing for a product manager job, many online resources with potential questions that hiring managers can ask you. Kind of make sure that you have a lot of use cases and scenarios prepared. If you're going for a programming job, go through data structures, through basic algorithms and questions that are being asked for your positions, right? Number 4 is, while you're doing that, if you need to make income, look for freelance or consulting opportunities. You can make some money by yourself. There is always businesses that need a basic WordPress website, some CMS setup, or they have a problem that they want to solve by hiring freelancers. So if you look around really closely, you might find opportunities that will give you a decent amount of money to survive while you're looking for this full-time opportunity, right? So might be pretty cool if you can just make some money on the way while you're looking for a job. And then for number 5, the basic thing is, if you can and if you have skills and if you're confident and you're looking for a job while you're doing that, maybe try to open your own company, create your own product, create your own vision, your own game, whatever it is. Believe in yourself and maybe go this route. Maybe right now is the perfect opportunity for you to try and just chase your dreams. And you can kind of combine that while you're on your job search, while you're prepping for interviews. Just do a good time management practice, right? Spend some money doing that, and then spend some time doing that, and then spend some time opening up your company and creating your vision, your team, and your product. Also an option. So, without further ado, let's talk about them a little bit more and a little deeper, right? So, number one, from 2022 to 2023, from the articles I've read, in United States of America, or maybe globally, yeah, I think it's globally, around 500,000 IT jobs were laid off. As you can imagine, a lot of people in various roles, they lost their job, right? So it can be a directorship role, can be a junior role, can be middle, senior role, VP role, executive roles. Basically, a lot of companies closed the doors, a lot of bankruptcies, people are being fired and laid off left and right. And in a market like that, what you need to understand is you're gonna compete against a lot of different people, right? So if you look at LinkedIn, if you look at Indeed, if you look at the stats from the application perspective, right? Every role that have a decent salary and like a decent, package for you, you're gonna be competing against hundreds, if not thousands, of applicants. So like, if you take a look at LinkedIn, a job has been posted 3 hours ago, 500 applicants, 600 applicants, 700 applicants. So it's super competitive, and you have to know that. And that is why you need to apply to a lot of places. And I think a lot of recruiters in the current market, the way they're reviewing your resumes, your expertise, and your skill set, it basically has to be a perfect match from what they're expecting for this role to what your resume is listing. So if you don't apply to a lot of places, it's not gonna be a lot of perfect matches. And I repeat it has to be a perfect match. I'll give you an example from the product management perspective, right? If you're a product manager, you're looking for a job, and the company just gives you a bunch of super high level requirements. Manage roadmap, talk to stakeholders, blah blah blah, all of that, like daily stuff of a product manager. Basically 99% of product managers, they will fit this job description. But this company, what they don't show typically on their job description, in their job description section, is what technology is being used, like what is the specific sector, what software are they hiring for, what type of product manager they're looking for. Is it somebody that is more technical? Is it somebody on like a growth side that is more business oriented? Is it a product manager to just collect basic requirements or to, drive like a strategic vision? Is it somebody who is going to solve the problem with the revenue of the company, or like a churn or a website conversion? There are a lot of details that are typically involved in hiring a role like that, and similar to developers, right? So they might like list some basic requirements like, 3 years SQL, 2 years C#, 2 years Python, or something like that. But then in reality, they're going to be looking specific skill sets that you list on your resume, right? So from the C# perspective, like what libraries do you have listed on your resume? Frameworks that you use? What is your experience, not only in SQL, but like Postgres databases, maybe like some specific server, maybe like Dynamics 365 or like Azure suite, whatever they have in their company. They're not gonna list their full stack in the job description, and they expect you to perfectly match that through your resume review. So if you don't have those things listed, they're not gonna hire you, because some candidates, they will have that. So definitely send your resume to a lot of places, because it's really hard to find that like perfect match between what their expectation is and what you have listed on your resume. So number 2, right? Get a decent review of your resume. Find a freelancer on LinkedIn, or just through a Google search. Maybe use Fiverr. maybe use Upwork. Get like a good resume copywriter and make sure he takes very close look at your resume, because he will know in the current market what recruiters are looking for specifically, what keywords they're looking for, what skills they're looking for. All en masse, it's very individual from like job to job, from place to place. But like in general, is your resume good enough? Is it highlighting the sections that it needs to highlight? Definitely review it with a professional. It's like $30-50, not a big investment, like financially, but even if it lands you like few extra interviews and you get a job from them, it's like money well spent. So definitely do that. But like don't get cheap on that. Find somebody who has a lot of reviews, who is like very communicative. Ask them questions before hiring them. Like on Fiverr, you can do that. Ask them like if you have a specific roles that you're going for. So maybe you're going for a database developer. Ask them, have you done any resumes for database developers? Have you done any resumes for senior project managers or middle product managers or like executive roles, whatever it is? Ask them questions and see if they're a good fit to help you find a job. They might not be, or they might be, depending on the way they answer those questions. But definitely use professional help where you can. I think it can be a great impact from that perspective. So number 3, continuous education. Super important. While you're on the job hunt, keep grinding, keep learning. Take a course in Coursera. Watch a YouTube video. Keep preparing for the interview. Read books. Try to organize yourself. Study as much as you can. If you have an option, maybe go back to school. Maybe you can get like a certificate or something. For example, I know for like managerial roles, there are plenty of certificates that are offered by like Scrum Alliance. Get certificate as a Scrum Master. Get a certificate as a product manager. Try to go through some development courses. Whatever it is, if you have an option, if you have money, you can actually get certificates. If you don't have money, free courses, study through those free courses all the time. Because as you're applying to a lot of places, right, eventually, at one point, you will start getting interviews, and now you need to have a knowledge and you need to have an expertise to pass those interviews. So you need to be prepared for that. Because if you get an interview request on Sunday night to Tuesday morning, you're not gonna prepare well. So prepare in advance. Learn as much as you can. And that will help you from the resume perspective as well, right? So if you go through a course verification or like a certificate, put it on your resume as well. Might be like a nice way to separate you from other folks as well who didn't go through this course or certification. So use that wisely. Continue to learn new things every single day. It's free nowadays, so you don't have an excuse for not doing that. So number 3, look for freelance opportunities. While you're looking for a job, there is only so many places you can apply to. Right, and as you apply to basically like history of past like 14 days, you can like start applying every 3 days or like every few days to new opportunities, because not that many jobs will start like piling on within that time frame. So what you can do is you can create a Fiverr account, you can create Upwork account, you can see if any of your local businesses need help with their IT related issues. Maybe they need an update on the website. Maybe they need a new website. I don't know, like maybe they need for somebody to manage their social media, for somebody to create their marketing campaign. The opportunities here are endless. Those like mom and pop businesses, they still need professional help from IT, experienced people who are experienced in IT. So utilize that, help them, and they're willing to pay you. I mean, I know it's not easy to find that, but at least you can try to make some money out of it. You can try creating an account on freelance.com or Fiverr.com. Maybe you can come up with some other ideas where to kind of like post your expertise and find some clients and make money with your experience, and that will keep helping you to build that experience as well. As many things as you do, it gives you like a good angle. It gives you money, experience, and you learn more. So it's a win-win. While you're looking for a job, try to see if there are any side hustles that you can do. For number 5, maybe try opening your own company and your own product. I know it like sounds very out of this universe, but perhaps this current market is just telling us, hey, maybe it's time like we pursue our own dreams and pursue our own like interests and our own hobbies. So while we're looking for a job, like a stable company to work for, try seeing if there is anything you specifically want to pursue. Maybe you want to create a computer game. Maybe you want to create like a specific product, specific integration, API. Maybe you have a vision of selling something. Maybe you want to open a t-shirt shop at Amazon. I don't know, the opportunities here are endless. So if you have good ideas while you're searching for a job, see if you can pursue those opportunities. Maybe you will have your own company and you won't even need to find a job. That's a possibility, that's an opportunity. So definitely explore that as well. I hope those 5 tips were helpful. Wish everybody at IT best of luck. And I hope that you guys are gonna find what you're looking for. So good luck, everyone.